Hey there, YouTube. We back. I have been under the weather like nobody's business. But guess what? I'm feeling a little better. I'm sweating because I'm in the office. Y'all know my office. My junky office that's not put together yet. As you can see, I still got more things to do. The truck has been taking priority. Y'all know we review quite a few things. And of course, as times go by, we are getting better. And I feel like I'm getting better, especially with anything related to solar, especially since I've been deep diving into solar and really making sure that my comprehension and understanding and basically trying to get the biggest bang out of your buck when building your own system. I am in no way, shape, or form a pro, but I have built something that works, which is that guy over there that's powering my little mini office. But there's a battery that I want to test, right? So today's video is sponsored by, first I'd like to say it's American made, but it is sponsored by superempower, right? This is a 12 volt 100 amp mini lithium ion battery, all right? And we're gonna get ready to bust this guy open. All right. So I don't know if you all know, lately I've been on a battery kick because I've been trying to find the brand that I want to use when I go ahead and build my full 48 volt system. One of my full 48 volt systems. I plan to build more than one. And everybody also knows that when you first start off coming off grid, depending on your circumstances, you're not boat loaded with a lot of money. So time has gone past, and just like with all technology, when we went from records to cassettes to CDs to MP3s, how cheaper newer technology began to get and how fast, because of how fast technology improves and develops, the same thing is happening with solar, from panels even to battery. And with also those lower prices, yes, you got to be careful you get what you pay for, but there's some that are reasonably priced that are also of good quality. All right. So this guy comes with, of course, installation and operation manual, hardware for the batteries, and that there battery. Let's pull it out. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. All right. So one of the first things I notice is light, as is the same with all lithium ion batteries. Now, of course, it's 12 volt, 100 amp hour battery, 1280 watt hours, 100 amps. So this is your basic 12 volt battery, lithium battery. That's what I'm learning. But we're going to test it. So I think what I want to do to test it is, because I like this size. I like how compact it is. I like how small it is. And for a while, I've been trying to come up with another portable battery system to take around. And I feel like this will do a good job. So the first test that I think I want to do is I want to try to test it in my office. The reason being is because I have the things I need in there to be able to really read what this is putting out, what it's taking in, especially when it comes down to batteries that may not have apps, Bluetooth, and different features like that. So you got to get you something to be able to kind of look at the numbers and things like that to determine how well it is. I do want to say that I love the fact that a lot of these are coming with like a 5-year warranty. right? Because for me, that tells me that these people believe in their product, right? But let's go test it. All right, so first and foremost, let's start with this. So as you can see, it comes with an installation operation guide, as well as you can see, let's tilt this camera a bit. As you can see, it comes with a service card and a lithium-ion battery, the installation and operation guide. Now, what I like about when they send these, because of course, we all love pictures. Then, of course, when you open it up and bust it open in the inside, you can see where it gives you the basic understanding of electrical knowledge and uses of the battery. Um, as you can see, it said do not connect batteries from other brands with different specifications in series or parallel. Now, typically, the reason why it says that is because a lot of batteries can have different BMSs, which can basically make them non-compatible and not work together. But in my opinion, 100-hour lithium amp hour batteries, most of them tend to have the same. They don't really have a lot of differences at the end of the day. So, I mean, but always follow recommendation. Of course, the common sense one, don't have it upside down. And then, of course, here they got the charging methods, which for me is important. This receives up to 400 watts of solar when charging it, which is pretty good. If you're the kind of person like me that sometimes like to sit down and do paper and run numbers, this is great for when you're trying to figure out when you're trying to build your system and you want to get an idea of, especially with the wintertime coming, I need something that could charge up in like 4 hours when I slap good 400 watts into it. Because like I said, my office right now don't need a lot at the moment, but I want to build that good 48-volt system, and being able to, these companies just giving me the honor to test their products, to test their batteries and things like that is really helping me to decide. And on top of that, we can find some good brands and alternatives to make aware to you all. So then that way you don't feel like you're stuck buying the big brands super crazy expensive. But there are lithium batteries that are, it seems to be at this point in time, it seems like there's batteries in everybody's budget at this point. I can't say everybody's, but most of our budgets. So all I really got to do is just take that battery, pop it on top of here, hook up what I need to hook up, and go from there. One of the things I do recommend is between the solar panels and all of this, I recommend having a disconnection switch, which I actually just got that I need to go ahead and add to this. But when I'm doing things like this, when I'm switching out batteries and testing out different things, or because like I said, I'm still trying to find the perfect office setup system. But let's go ahead and get this thing put in place. All right. Got her all hooked in. Just turned on the inverter, which as you can see, kicked on my baby here, which is my fridge. My sane logic weather is running. It's gonna, of course, have to get the app and updated. All right. So what are we reading here? Of course, this is letting us know or telling us that the battery is more than halfway full. I never trust this. I know it's all the way at full, but then when I look at my batteries, they're not exactly at 100% full. But this is giving us the watts. The output voltage, the 40 watts. That's basically, I'm gonna be honest with you all. That's basically coming from my cooler there. The cooler and sane logic. And oh shoot, I got the laptop plugged in too. Well, I told y'all this stuff don't pull a lot, so I really don't need a large system for my office. But I like how small this battery is because it's helping making this area less congested. Eventually, I'm gonna get a real stand or something to put here. Like I'm working on something to make this a lot cleaner and a lot better. But for now, that's what it's looking like. So I'm gonna move on over to my Victron app because I want to see how much solar is coming in and how much solar is going to that battery. All right, so let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. So according to Victron, we're pulling in 167 watts, 57, 49, 45, 38. Man, that is dropping. Okay, we're a little cloudy. The sun is behind the clouds, but look, it's starting to come out. The intensity is starting to increase. Yep, and it's going back up. All right. So far it's running. So y'all know me. I'll do more than 1 day for a test, right? So this is the beginning of, yep, we're at up to 206 watts. So this is the beginning and the start of testing this battery. So we got it hooked up. We're going to go ahead and leave it on the office because we got a few more days to work. But my biggest test is going to be overnight, right? So right now it is 12:26, right? It's 12:26. Fresh, fresh off the afternoon. And was really going to test it and see how well this does is at night because I run my fridge 24 hours. So I want to see if this thing keeps I unplug everything else just to keep my little fridge going because, I got my drinks, my, flavored waters and my pineapple fruits and things like that in there. So that's the first half of this test. Hey guys, it's the next day and the end of my work shift. So regarding this battery, superempower, I like it. I ain't gonna lie, I like it. Let me tell you why. Hold on a second. Much better. Let me tell you why. For the price point, $200, this up and coming company, superempower, I like this battery. Not only did it continue to keep all my stuff running throughout the night, and when I came and checked on it, it barely used any power. As you can see, the thing was full. And just as a reminder, so all you know what all it runs my work computer, my iPad, my Sane Logic weather station, which again, be ready for that review. This one, I listen, this weather station, just be ready for that. My bodega cooler, and that's the guy right there. And it's attached to my red Odo 2000 watt inverter, which is attached to solar, which is attached to my Victron Smart Solar Charge Controller MPPT 7515 Bluetooth thingy. All right? Listen. So this is what we're going to do really quick. I'm going to go ahead and post the website so you know who superempowers is and who I'm talking about. And then we're going to go ahead and take a look at their website to see what other batteries and things they offer. This is definitely a flagship battery, which is something that's pretty new. And it may not have all the Bluetooth stuff, but I'm gonna tell you something. This is a really good battery, and because what's most important for batteries and things like that to have, especially for those of us who are new to off grid, right? We're 6 months in, we're a year in, we're really starting to dive in to build up our solar and get an understanding of solar. I think this is a really good battery for that. Now, the battery that I have was originally meant for a trolling motor, but as you can see, I'm using it for a completely different application, which is running my office. And then the thing about it is it's extremely light, like 18 pounds, easy to move around. Like I can see using this battery and making like some sort of portable system that you carry around. Y'all seen it, some of the YouTube you watch and somebody like grabs an old toolbox and an inverter and they kind of make their own, I don't want to call it a peck ronson, but they kind of make their own system out of it. I feel like this would be one of those batteries that's great for that kind of project. So I don't know if you've ever seen a comparison sheet before comparing lithium to lead acid. One of my neighbors has I've seen a lot of neighbors and a lot of people that's part of the Facebook group that still uses lead acid batteries because they work, right? Especially dealing with winters and things like that due to the cold cranking amps and things of that nature. But looking at this right here, what we have on screen is a comparison between LiFePO 4 batteries, which is what most of the lithiums are, and lead acid batteries, right? 12 volt, both of them 100 amp hours. And the first thing you'll notice is weight. Those lead acids are the ones that comes out of cars or kind of comes on your RVs. They are very, very heavy, typically 68 pounds. And you can see that this particular superempower battery is only 18 pounds. And believe me, I noticed the difference the moment the box came. I was like, what is this, right? And then going through it, you'll see there's a slew of different little details in here, but some of the couple of ones that I want to really point out that we pay attention to is the first and foremost is the watt hours you get out of them, right? Lead acid, you get 1280 watt hours. And as you can see, the lithium, you get 1280 watt hours. Now, a lot of times I've seen cases, and you guys can let me know if this is true or not, where some lithium batteries wouldn't be 1280. It'd be a 12 volt, 100 amp hour, but it might be like 1056 or 1058 or something like that. It would never really be a as much as a lead acid battery, if I can put it that way. Um, but the biggest things that stands out with lithium batteries also is you can have them indoors. You don't have to worry about any type of thing like off fumes and different things of that nature. You don't have to refill them or do water maintenance and all of that kind of stuff. But one of the things also to consider is the performance in the cold. As you can see, this lithium battery does perform well, and the built-in things that protect the battery. But another thing I want to point out, cycle life. Look at the cycle life, right? Typical cars, typical, lead acid batteries do 300 to 500 cycles, and lithium batteries, as of late, have been doing between 4,000, 5,000 cycles and up. Most of them, some of them out here guaranteeing 10 years. This kind of stuff like this is what's great for off grid and living off grid, right? 10 years. Listen, 10 years of no electricity and you got a good solar setup. Listen, these things will pay for themselves. And this is the reason why we do what we do, right? Wonderful spec sheet. Now, their website. So they didn't ask me to do this, but I want to do this because they told me to just be me, do what I do, and give a 100% honest review. Like I said, I only review stuff where I can be straight up and 100% honest. So scrolling down, you can see this is a new and upcoming company, and you can kind of see some of the services and different things they provide. Right now, of course, we know we are here concerning their battery. So let's see if we can check out some of these. Let's go to products, energy storage systems. Click. All right. And look what we have here. Oh, look at this, 50 amp. The mini, which is what we're testing out right now. The bigger 100 amp hour. 200 amp hour, which is really nice. Again, nice and light. Let me look at this one. I want to take a look at this real quick. I want to just look at it. Let me look at it. I like these. This is pretty good. I think the biggest thing that they could boast right here is just the battery protection, right? And that's the whole point, is that we all want to make sure that we have our equipment and battery and things like that is protected, right? That our investments are protected, especially for those of us who are new off grid. Those of us off grid, you know what I mean? And we're just learning about solar. We're not an experts yet. This dummy proofing is what I like to call it, is definitely a plus, right? Look at that. Triple protection, BMS low cutoff. Right, like I said, designed for trolling motor. Great replacement lead acid batteries, overload protection. You see what I'm saying? BMS 100 amp. Hey, don't tell me that, because then that means I can put it with another 100 amp hour battery. I don't know why some of the companies don't like to boast that. So that's it. That's the review. Listen. Ooh, it looks like it's gonna get some rain. We might get some rain. It's cooling off out there. We got a little storm to the south, but it's okay though. I'm not worried about power outages. You know why? Superempower is running my office. So with that honest review, I like the battery. I like the fact that at this price point of $200 and the protections it has in it, I really like this battery. And I like the fact that it's made of a fire retardant kind of plastic. It's some things that just makes you feel good, right? It makes you feel safe, makes you feel protected. And the best part, this joint is light. So that being said, I'm gonna give them a thumbs up. They get my approval. Superempower, I like what you're doing. I like where you're beginning. I can't wait to see where you go and what other kind of products you make next. But I think this is off to a great start. 5-year warranty. Listen, I think you're off to a great start with this battery. Those of you who are looking to go off grid and you're not off grid yet, beginner off gridders, we do this to show you what all is out there. And on top of that, I get to experience it. I hit my mic here. I get to experience it, tell you my thoughts and feelings on the matter, and to really just help you all make a decision, because you're going to be in the same situation like me where you're starting off, and power needs and solar, this stuff can be confusing. It can have you all over the place. Don't forget to go out there, check out our homestead homies. Y'all can see it on the screen right now, scrolling up. Notice that we are growing and it is beautiful. Mind you, we all chat and talk to each other, just so you know, and we help each other out. So it ain't just necessarily only on YouTube. And then also, you know it, my homestead angels. Without you all, listen, off grid is tough, but it's rewarding. But it'd be a whole lot tougher if it hadn't been for your support. Um, Especially you homestead angels, and not just those who sent stuff, but those who consistently in the comments, helping us to keep in a good headspace, right? Reminding us to keep the faith, and then also keeping us in your prayers. So with that, go ahead, check out the website. I'm going to have all of that stuff linked in the description below. The website, the link to the battery, everything that you need there. Go check them out, research them for yourself. But hey, they get the JTH Homestead approval. I like this battery, all right? So hey, till next time, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Superempower. Got my eye on y'all. You're doing good things. Peace out.